Hey spicy bean, if you guys are new, my name is Harriet and today we're gonna get ready and answer some questions, have a little chit chat, catch up. I really don't do these a lot. You guys don't know that much about me except for what I show in my vlogs and in my videos. So let's just dive right into the questions. What's your favorite quality about yourself? My favorite quality about myself has always been my optimism. Maybe I'm naive, maybe that's a better way to look at it, I don't know, but I feel like I always look at the positives even if there's something really bad happening. I'm just convinced that everything is gonna work out. I feel like I'm very much a glass half full kind of gal, and I like to think that that transfers and it has a ripple effect to other people in my life as well. This foundation looks way too dark for my face. I keep forgetting that we're in winter now and I'm actually kind of pale. Obviously this goes without saying, but I'm not a beauty guru, so sorry in advance. Someone said, do you have any icks? I have a lot of icks with just like people in general, not so much when it comes to dating. And I think my biggest ick is just when people are like chronically online. It's not even people who spend too much time online, it's just that people who are too influenced by things that they see online. And then the other side of the chronically online coin, I think, is when people don't appreciate other opinions, when people hate on someone because they have a different viewpoint. I think that's actually really dangerous and scary. I think we need to have different viewpoints, different opinions. Like, it's all so important for character growth to surround yourself with people who are different to you. I think it's really important now more than ever to be exposed to other viewpoints, because just because you believe something to be true, that doesn't make it right. By the way, the foundation that I use is the L'Oreal True Match, and I have it in shade 3N, and then I also have it in shade 1.5N. This one is definitely like my winter shade, which I should have used. This one is my summer shade, and I used this one today, but that's fine. Did you go to uni? What did you study? I did go to uni. I studied a Bachelor of Media and Communications, and I majored in film studies. I overall enjoyed my experience, but looking back, I learned so much more from internships and also from like my first job. And honestly, online, like I learned a lot off YouTube, like how to edit, all of that. And so if I was to live my life again, I don't know if I would go to uni. Like, obviously I'm so grateful for that experience, and I do think it led me to where I am today. I do think uni opens a lot of doors and it's really great for networking and stuff, but in terms of skills, I don't think it was worth it. This is the Rare Beauty concealer, by the way, and it's in the shade 140C. This is literally the best concealer ever. Like, it blends out so well. I have to say, Rare Beauty is genuinely worth the hype. Do you see yourself having children? I have flip-flopped, honestly, about this pretty much my whole life. I think I was just too young for it to kind of be a reality, so, you know, it wasn't something I was stressed about. But yeah, I do actually. Not anytime soon, but I definitely do see myself having kids at some point. I think it would be an incredible experience, and honestly everybody that I've spoken to or people online have just all said that when you do have kids, if you do have kids, your whole life shifts from being about you and living kind of selfishly to like serving a greater purpose, which is taking care of your kids. And I'm honestly really excited to do that. Like, I'm definitely an acts of service kind of love language giver, and I think hopefully that will translate into me being a great mum. Is there anything new and exciting happening for you this year? I do have a really fun and exciting project that I'm really hoping to do. I think it's gonna happen. Like, I don't think it's gonna be one of those things that I shouldn't say right now and then it falls through. But yeah, I want to do something really fun with Ethan. It's very different to like my YouTube content, but I'm honestly so excited for that. So definitely keep your eyes peeled. I don't know when that will kind of launch, but probably in the next few months, so I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But the more I've done YouTube, the more I've wanted to do things outside of YouTube as well, because as much as I love this and this is my child, like I absolutely am obsessed with YouTube, it is a lot of pressure. Like I feel like I put a lot of pressure on this project, and I think to have other things going as well would be really, really nice. So keep your eyes peeled. Sorry to be that bitch that's like, I do like can't talk about it right now, special project, like I hate those people, but I just don't want to jinx anything right now. Someone said, what were some of your passions when you were younger? I love this question because I feel like the older I've gotten, the more I've circled back to my childhood passions. Like I just feel so nostalgic for my childhood these days, and I have loved re-exploring them. One of my biggest childhood passions was video games. Being a little gamer girl, I loved playing Halo on the Xbox, and then I loved playing The Sims. That was like my main thing. I just was such a Sims girly, and I've gotten so into video games this year. I have loved playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, was like the game that kind of started it all for me. And now I'm playing the new one, which is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And also Ethan and I got a PS5 and we have been playing Hogwarts Legacy and this game called Hitman. And it's just been so fun to like re-explore that passion. I also loved doing my makeup because I wanted to be a beauty guru. I actually talked about this in my last video. I also loved writing songs. That was like one of my big passions throughout like my early teen years, and I've actually been writing songs with Ethan, which has been so fun. They are such bops. How have you found it moving away from existing friends and making new ones? I have found it really tough, honestly. We'll talk about moving away from my friends first. I underestimated how much time and energy it takes to maintain friendships. It takes a lot of work to like schedule FaceTimes, you know, reply to voice memos. All of those things do take a lot of time, and also you're trying to make new friends, so it's really hard to balance it. It's also tough to watch your kind of not old friends, but like your hometown friends live their lives and kind of fill in the gap that you left. You know, people, they don't replace you. They obviously do kind of fill in that gap. They might have a new best friend, or I don't know, it's just weird that life kind of keeps moving for them, and as it should, but it's just a really weird feeling. I've never known anyone to kind of talk about this, but if you guys have moved away from your hometown, you will 100% know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like you're watching from afar, and it's quite a lonely feeling sometimes. And as much as phone calls, FaceTimes, voice memos are so great, and I'm so grateful to live in this time when we can do that, it is still quite lonely because it's not the same. In terms of making new friends, really hard as well. Honestly, I do work for myself, and I think work is a really underrated resource to connecting with people. I think a lot of people would go out for Friday night drinks with their team, do that kind of thing, and I just don't have that. But I have been really trying to reach out to people via DM. I'm a DM girly. I have made a really good friend, Beth. She has a YouTube channel. She's iconic, amazing, love her. And I just literally slid into her DMs, and thank God she was like so open to meeting me and making a new friend. But it's really hard. Do you like living in Australia? Yes, so grateful to live in this country. Obviously, every country has its own set of issues, but we have free healthcare, we have beautiful nature. My pay is quite high compared to how high it would be in other countries, and public transport's good. Like there's just a lot that I do feel very grateful for, and it's just such a beautiful country. I got a few questions about pets and whether I like cats or dogs better. So I grew up with a cat, so I will always be a cat girly, but I do love dogs as well. I will stop dogs on the street to give them a little pat. Like I love dogs. In terms of pets, I'm so clucky for a cat. Like it's ridiculous. I don't know what's happened to me this year. I'm dying to rescue a cat, but I just want to make sure that me and Ethan are like on the same page, in the right place in our lives to be able to give it the best care possible. And I think just while so many things in our life are kind of up in the air, like we don't know where we're gonna end up living like long term. I just would feel really bad like moving overseas and then having to bring a cat with us. That just seems kind of mean. So we will be getting pets at some point, hopefully like a dog and a cat, a dog and 2 cats. By far the most common question was, how did me and Ethan meet? Which, how cute that you guys want to know that. The only thing is, I have already told this story in this video. I will link it up here and in the description. It's the only other Q&A I've ever done on my channel. But to really quickly summarize, he was playing a gig at my uni and he was super hot and talented, and my friend asked me, or kind of dared me, to put my number in his guitar case while he was playing, which I did, and I wanted to die. It was like so humiliating, but we did text for a little bit. Nothing ever came of that, but then like 2 or 3 years later, we matched on Tinder. And we've been dating for 6 years. Someone said, what is your favorite niche Australian thing? What I love actually is that we shorten everything. Like everything has a nickname. We kind of have our own language. So like instead of what you guys would call like the petrol station or the gas station, we call it the servo, which is like the service station, but we've shortened it and added an O. Instead of like the bowling club, it's the bolo, that kind of thing. And also Australians say see you next Tuesday very liberally. I feel like that's a really deep insult, maybe in like the United States, but here it's like a term of endearment, which is just so funny. Someone said tips for wanting to grow a YouTube channel. I'm just gonna put my lip stain on now. It's gonna look ridiculous, but when I rub it off, it's a really nice pink color. Honestly, if I knew all the secrets, I would have like 1 million subscribers. I don't have all of the secrets. The thing about growth is that it comes in bursts. Some months you'll blow up, a video will do so well. The next month you're in your flop era. Like it just, growth is not linear. I would say it's important to make content that you're proud of and that you like. Stay in your lane. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Make good thumbnails, make good titles, be engaging, and I believe that good content finds the right people. So yeah, and just don't give up. I know it can be so tough, but you're doing it because you love it. So try not to focus so much on the numbers and feeling disheartened. You will get there. Someone said, I've always wondered where scrivspo came from. A lot of people wonder this. I do have a little FAQ section in my description box of every single video. So if you're ever curious about something, definitely check there. Scriv is a shortened version of my last name. It's a nickname that people gave me, gives my brother, gives my sister. And then scrivspo came from, in high school, I had this running joke that it was like scrivspiration on Instagram. I promise it was ironic, but yeah, it was kind of like hashtag scrivspiration, like me just doing lame shit. Inspiration goes to inspo, scrivspiration went to scrivspo, and it honestly just stuck. People don't really call me scrivspo. Like it's not really a nickname that people give me. It's just always been my Instagram handle, and then it made sense to have it as my YouTube name. And I like that it's not my name. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's a really scary question because I'm kind of at that age where I feel like a lot is actually going to change in 5 years. I see myself probably either engaged or married, I think. Honestly, it's not something that I'm like dying to do. Like I've never been the kind of gal that's like dreamt about her wedding. Like literally no hate, no shade. That's not me trying to be like, I'm not like other girls. I just truly have never pictured my big day. I've never wanted the big thing, but I probably do see myself married or engaged and probably thinking about kids at that point in 5 years, but we'll see. Hopefully I'm still doing YouTube. Hopefully I'm successful and, you know, maybe I have a house. Who knows? Maybe some dogs, some cats. Honestly, I just hope to be really happy and fulfilled in whatever I'm doing, wherever I'm living in the world. Someone said, I also have a musician BFF. Do you get jealous when women flirt with him when he plays? No, I don't. I completely trust him and he's a hot musician. Like I was that person who went up to him and shot my shot, and I do not blame other people for doing the same. I know without a doubt that if someone was like, do you want to go out on a date? He'd be like, oh, I have a girlfriend. Like it's not, I have nothing to worry about. If he or I were not feeling the relationship anymore, wanted to go and like date someone else, we have so much respect and love for each other that it would never get to the point of needing to be jealous. We would just have a conversation about it, you know what I mean? So I think that that's why trust is so important in a relationship, and I really truly trust him so deeply. So I'm actually done with my makeup, I think. Have I forgotten anything? I don't think so, but we only have 2 questions left. So someone said, what are you watching right now? Favorite YouTubers, shows, movies, podcasts, etc. YouTube is so dry. I don't know if you guys feel that way. All of the it girlies have left. Like Emma Chamberlain hardly posts, and I'm not vibing with her new content. Sorry if that's offensive to you, but I don't like it anymore. Best Dressed is gone. Claudia Saluski's gone. Like all my faves have disappeared. But I recently found Fernanda Ramirez, and I really like her content. She's a bit younger, but I love people that motivate me to be more productive and live my best life. So I've really been enjoying her. Favorite shows right now. Ethan and I have been obsessed with House at the moment. It's such a great like medical show. And Love Island starts very soon. By the time this video is posted, Love Island UK will be back. If you guys have not watched Love Island, please just do it. It's honestly the juiciest reality TV show ever. You will get so hooked. The final question, and the one that you guys have been so curious about, is will you be staying in Melbourne or moving again in the distant future? So in terms of the distant future, no fucking idea. Ethan and I are truly just trying to live day by day, but we have both talked about this year because we signed our lease in October, so it's obviously renewing at the end of this year, and we just don't think that 1 year is enough time in a city, so we will be staying here for another year, which is fun. I'm really excited to keep trying to make friends and like build a life here, but then as far as what happens after that, no clue. I do know that a lot of my friends are moving to London next year. That's kind of a thing that Australians do because we have such a good relationship with them. And so if literally all of my best friends are over there, I would love to at least spend like a few months there as well. But stay tuned, we will see. This is the finished look. I've really been into like a pinker lip lately. I just think it's so cute and fun. But I'm literally just gonna run some errands today, nothing special, but I just wanted to get ready with you guys, catch you up on my life. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how you liked this little chatty get ready with me, and if you have any video requests, definitely leave them down below. I'm feeling a little stuck with like what content you guys want to see. I know what content I want to make and I'm making it, but I would love to know what content you guys want to see. I love you so much. Thank you for watching and asking me all of these questions, and I will see you guys next week with a new video. Bye.